Hey guys, this is Matt with Milwaukee Road. This is going to be part two of the staging yard. Like I had said in the first video, this curve will go on to the helix, and from here over I have 7 inches of working space. So that's why this piece, I'm not nailing it into this side, but it will be a piece that I can put in once I have this section done. Now, I have gone ahead and I've nailed in pretty much all the track except for some of the yard. But there's an overview of how everything looks. And I've already gone ahead and tested it with my one of my little box cars here. Now, the way I have this laid out, on this end of the yard, you have the very large locomotive shop, then the heavy duty locomotive shop over there. Both of which are served by that one switch over there. And then this is just going to be just another, another track for putting engines. Now, I do have a runaround track right here, which goes into my car shop. Now, if, let's say that I've got a car, sitting right in here, and I need it to be, I've got my engine heading this way, but I've got other cars behind me. I can actually push this and get this so that it will go onto the main feeder line right here. So that way, what I'm basically trying to do is have a runaround so that I'm not limited as to where I can put the cars or which way the engine has to be facing. So that's what I've got for that. Now, one thing I'm going to show you, there's a lot of open spaces where ties are. Now, for example, I'm using a lot of old flex track that I used from a previous layout. And, normally when you pull them up, you get this area where there's ties missing, another one right there. What I end up doing is I end up cutting out that section of ties. So that's how I'll end up with a gap there. You can see this one had a lot of them. Now, what I end up doing is when I cut those out, those are non-salvageable. Those are wasted. But here's an example. Now, this, if I can get this out now. This is just 2 ties that came off the end of one piece. So from there, I slip it on in, and once I have it in place, I'll add a little bit of super glue to it, and you can't even tell that that's actually where the 2 pieces are. So once they're perfectly lined up and ready to go in, it's hard to tell. So that way, you can still use your old track, and you don't have to look at it and go, crap, I need to buy more. Because as we all know, this track is not cheap. So back to how I have this thing laid out. When you come over here, you can see the ladder coming down for the yard. And this will be the last yard track that I have. This one will stay clear. The one back there, that's going to be the main, and then that's going to shoot off, and I'll show you in another video where that's going to go. Basically, parts unknown. Then right here is a bypass track to bypass the ladder. The engines can go into those 3 bays for major overhaul projects. Then I have the one track right there that is just for staging engines, and then the 3 bay engine facility that is basically for light maintenance. So that's how I have this all set up. Now on my layout, I know you guys have seen that I actually do I have the Osborne bumpers, which I'm not a fan of the Atlas. I think they look awful. But since this is underneath my layout, because my layout's going to be about this high. So 15 inches down is this. Same reason why I'm not doing the ground throws on those, you know, all the turnouts. These will be sufficient. They're, I'm debating whether or not I'm even going to scenic this or just kind of go, you know, just install it and start doing my switching on it. But those will be sufficient enough for what I need. I don't like them, but what can you do? So again, that's looking down the yard that way and the engine facility. So I hope you guys like this and let me know what you guys think. Thanks.